From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7 spot can stay hot. He's been a force to be reckoned with when he's on the road like he is in this one.
Number 66 will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And it was the offense that went south last time out. Managed only just 1 run in the loss yesterday. It's typical when you're in a cold streak like this. They just had a lot of trouble sustaining any kind of offense, and it definitely hurt them.
Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be third. He was a run-producing machine last month, driving in over 30 runs.
Number 66 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
He's got to be mad at himself out there on the mound. He had him down 0-2, and then he makes a mistake by grooving one, and this gets turned around into a run-scoring double.
Coming to the plate now, David Wright, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Pitch taken for ball 4, the throw. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Henry Trayer is at the plate now, flied out at his first at-bat. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get to second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quick. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And he is in there.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Number 66 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
Number 66.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Markakis. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's given the Mets a 3-2 lead.
Well, he's been the entire show here tonight. Remember, he drove in their only run earlier, and he continues to have a nice game as he launches this one way at it.
Grounded to the right. Gloved by Murphy. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Well, I think he may have taken the tougher of two approaches right there. I think he did have time to square his shoulders and try to flip it to first that way. Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin.
Number 66 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Yeah, he's been on a tear so far in this one. No doubt about it, Matty. Should be pretty confident stepping in there right now.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
David Wright stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he'll step off. Runners off for second. The tag, and he is cooked at first. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 3-2. Good night from Flushing.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on.
From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball next on the show. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, this team has lived all season long on building big innings, and they do that because they don't ground into double plays. The fewest in the league, and that really helps you out, extend innings, and give you a chance to get the big base hit.
Matt Harvey gets the starting nod for the Mets. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he gave us the 5 and dive. Didn't get a decision. He'll be looking to go a little deep.
Number 66 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Eric, these Braves, as they begin here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Jack Bassett will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Danger averted following the Chris Johnson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner. But that slider, so much easier to handle.
So striding in, number 66, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Minor sets. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
This is skied out to deep center field. Trayer looking up. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple.
Number 66 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Lined hard toward right center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Jack Bassett will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Runners off for second. Push to the right side. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Just a nice inside-out swing here. You'll see he lets that pitch travel deep, and those hands come through first. Just shoots it the other way.
Juan Lagares gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hot shot to third. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And tough duty to bunt off the bench like that, but he gets this one down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The left fielder, number 30.
Number 66 will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike there. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, and it's now 6-4.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So
Jace Peterson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Weekly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta. Score remains steady at 6-4. Hit to first. Reined in. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The left fielder, number 30, Patrick.
Number 66 will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Striding into the box, Jack Bassett. He singled his last time up. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Padilla shading to his right. And that's the third out. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 6-4. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 6-4. So long from New York.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 16 men on base.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. The kid is our focus, coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Downtown San Diego and Petco Park on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I think you still have to look out for David Wright. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Tyson Ross, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, he ended up taking the loss, and really, he only threw 4 innings, so probably didn't deserve anything.
Number 66 gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that.
Number 66 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Motion. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now, obviously, this pace won't last, but, man, he is hitting everything in sight.
Number 66 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Ross is ready. Here's the first pitch. Yeah! And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's throwing a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. And he has to be happy with his results at the plate. He's been locked in.
David Wright will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot. So they can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. Travis d'Arnaud will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now a spin and a throw back to second and a dive, but he's back. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them. Omar Alfonso will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Wilmer Flores digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Belted high in the air out to left. Upton going back. Still going back. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it.
Well, I got to think that's going to be an unearned run. He looks like he's there in time to make this play. He just squeezes the glove too early or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they're going to hit him with an error.
Number 66 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First delivery to him on the way. Hey. In there, strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Maben has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Mets strand one. They're down 2, 7-5. Number 66 steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Trying to hold the lead. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now here's a line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. The run scores from second. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Any hitter will tell you, just give me a chance with the game on the line. He drives in the tying run and the go-ahead run with that base hit. He's standing on second base now with a chance to add to their lead. He's as excited as I've ever seen him.
David Wright will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Three runs already home here. Skied into straightaway right. Maben is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Padre error, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Padres 7. Hopped up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The pitcher, number 56.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 8-7. Good night from San Diego.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Padres, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 22 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes.
A look at Petco Park here on a fine Friday night. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Last month, he had a double-digit home run total. He's not going to get cheated when he's at the plate. And when he connects, goodbye, Mr. Baseball.
Ian Kennedy, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA minuscule.
Number 66 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight.
David Wright will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And, you know, he's coming into this one licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season is still good, but he's really scuffled over the last month or so.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Matt Kemp will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Cabrera for 1. Out. On to first, and Kemp is bounced into a double play. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last.
Bill Gilliam will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Line to the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that.
Alexi Amarista will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Number 66, ranging into the outfield. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Number 66 steps in now.
First baseman, number 66.
And a good fastball from Kennedy as he gets ahead with strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. And he has to be happy with his results at the plate. He's been locked in.
David Wright is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Now a move over to first.
He's good.
And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw. The tag, and he is out.
Out.
This is something you definitely don't need when you've got a guy at the plate that can hit.
Alexi Amarista comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Drilled to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Will Myers will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Number 66 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping in, Ian Kennedy. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 6 full. The Padres on top, 2-0. Number 66 will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Kennedy into his motion. First pitch on the way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Look at where we are in this game. Late innings, and this pitcher has thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter he's faced. You wonder why he's getting good results.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there, a base hit, so they get the leadoff man on to open up the 7th inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to...
Now to the plate, David Wright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. He's running towards second, and he won't have to contend with the throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Jack Bassett will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, and Kemp's throw is a dandy. He is out at the plate.
Well, he's trying to do what he can to get his guys a step closer to tying this thing, but that time he was a little too optimistic. They tag him out easily at home plate.
Number 66 will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
When you're down by 2 in the 9th, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
David Wright stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Hindsight's always 20/20, and I know you want to avoid the double play. But this late in the ball game, I like my chances a lot better if I have the tying run at the plate.
And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Ian Kennedy. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Padres win it. So with the runner in scoring position at second base and one away in the inning, it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here.
Now batting, number 66.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Takes this the other way to right. Kemp is there. 2 down.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
James Shields, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Number 66 will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Shields sets his sights. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And this is the final game of the homestand before they hit the road for 7 games.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Willie Mateo will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you look at the numbers overall, and they're not good, and guess what he did yesterday? Not good. No hits.
Bounced to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Number 66 is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Hard hit ball to second. Gilliam is up with it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The third baseman, number 5, David.
Number 66 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, number 66.
Drilled on the ground to short. Amarista's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
Justin Upton steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Alejandro Henderson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Right side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Number 66 steps in now.
Number 66.
And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no.
And welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. Last month, he had a double-digit home run total. He's not going to get cheated when he's at the plate. And when he connects, goodbye, Mr. Baseball.
Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s, looking to continue.
Number 66 gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
66.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike one. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in. Currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Number 66 stands in.
Now batting, number 66.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. He seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now.
So striding in, number 66, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to hold the lead. High and deep to right center. Back goes Puig, still ranging back. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a two-run shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
Boy, have a night.
Number 66 will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Kendrick back to Adrian, and it's a double play.
As far as pitchers go, it seems like you're never far away from working out of danger if you've got that good sinking fastball. Here he's going to start this pitch.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.